Hello. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to J Who Crochet. I'm Reggie and thank you for joining me today in my new craft room. I am very excited and I have a lot to talk about today, but first of all, let me say hello to everyone in the chat. I see Kim from Affordably Crafty. Hi Kim, welcome. And I see Tracy. Hello and good morning from Washington State. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And Catherine. Hi, Catherine from Belgium. Catherine is my admin in the chat, and she will be looking over the chat today for me. Thank you, Catherine. And I see, oh, Charlize. Hi. Chassis Stitches. Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm very excited. As you can see, I really hope that my video stream is a little better than last time. If you see that it's kind of jumpy or the quality is a little low, then please let me know. Or if you can't hear me or anything like that, please let me know in your chat. I will try to adjust as much as I can. So hello everyone, and hello everyone coming in. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, I will greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, and please hit the like button for our live stream to let know YouTube that we are here. This is just my second time going live on my channel, and I am very excited. So I'm sorry if I'm talking too loud or if I'm talking too fast or if I'm not looking at the camera. I still don't have all of this down, but I do appreciate all of you being here. I have well, looks great. Oh, thank you. I worked very hard on this week. Yeah, I'm in my new craft room. Finally, I don't have to take over other rooms in the house to film my videos, and I feel very nice and cozy here. And yeah, okay, so I have a topic to talk about today. I'm here to do my year-long conclusion of or survey of yarn clubs, yarn subscription clubs. So if you have been a viewer of my channel for a while, then you know that for the past year I have subscribed to over 10 different yarn clubs and tried them out for a few months at a time or all together, depending on the time of year. And my goal was to find out what exactly you get with each one of those clubs. Do you get your money worth? What is it that I am looking for in a yarn club, and which of them gives me exactly that? And I am here today to share the results with you guys. I'm going to try to do it as objective as I can. So I'm first going to give you all the dry facts. I'm going to talk about what you get with each one of those yarn clubs. So what is it exactly that comes in your monthly box? And then I'm going to talk about perks, if there are any. If you get some kind of special thing that comes along together with the box. So for example, if you get some kind of members deals on the company's website and so on, then I will mention that. Then we will talk about what you pay. How much does each one of the yarn club cost? And we will talk about the possibility of stopping or skipping or freezing your subscription. Which companies allow that, which companies don't allow that, where is it easier than others? And then I will show you what I got. Some of the things I still have. I don't have all of them with me, but some of the things I got here with me to show you guys. And then I will give you my personal opinion. And this section, when I will talk about my personal opinion, as I wanted to say, it is just me, what I think about it. So if you agree with me or don't agree with me, it's very subjective, and therefore I'm totally open to hearing other people's opinions, and I don't expect to for everyone to accept my opinion as the only right and truthful one, but I will tell you what my personal opinion on it was. Did I continue my subscription or did I not, and why? And in the end, I will say who this specific yarn club that I was talking about is for. So in case you are looking for a yarn club to subscribe to, then the last section is where I would say who are the people who will find that yarn club most fitting. So I am ready to begin. Are you guys ready to begin? I see that the feed is a bit choppy, and yes, I see it on my side as well. And again, I'm sorry about this. I'm still new to this. I am working with a streaming program, and this is only the second time I'm doing this. We did try to get everything in order ahead of time, but sadly, as always, my husband is way more professional than I am. I did not think of doing a test fit before to see if it works or not. We did work a lot during this week in this room to get this room settled, and to get the camera in the right angles, and to get the light right, and to get my new mic up. So I'm sorry in advance if things are jumpy. Okay, I'm not sure if it's my chat that's stuck or if you guys are not saying anything, but I'm just gonna jump into the first yarn club that I wanted to talk about. So the first one we're going to talk about is, sorry, not that. So we are going to talk about Knitcrate first. Okay, my chat is slowly moving again. Can someone write something in the chat, like I can hear you, I can see you, just so that I know that it's not just my chat that is stuck. Okay, so Knitcrate will be the first one I want to talk to you guys about today. Okay, good. Everyone's saying it already. So, what you get. First of all, this is the Knitcrate website, and in the description box below this video, you will get links to the website of each one of the clubs that I'm talking about today. If you're interested in subscribing to any of these clubs, or if you just want to check out the website, or if you look for something else on the website, then all the links will be in the description box below this video. Some of the links, or let's say it this way, there is one link from all the links in the description box below, which is an affiliated link, and when I will talk about that specific company, then I will mention that the link is affiliated. But funny enough, that one company that I have an affiliate link with is one of the companies that I wasn't very happy with. So you will see, I am not getting paid from any of these companies. I didn't get anything from any of the companies that I'm talking about today in order to present them to you guys. So this is completely my video, my personal opinion, my views alone, and no one is telling me what to say. I'm not getting paid or anything like that to give good reviews. So in the description box below this video, you will find a link to the Knitcrate website, and when you open that link, you will get a pop-up screen, not like the one that you see on the screen now, because I am already subscribed to Knitcrate. But in your pop-up screen, if you use the link that's in the description box below, there will come up here, there will be a special code that if you use that special code to subscribe to Knitcrate in the checkout, you will get your first box 50% off. So in case you're interested in trying out Knitcrate, this way you can get your very first box for 50% off by using the link in the description box below. and this is Knitcrate. I don't think Knitcrate, there's not a lot that needs to be said about this company. I think it is the best and most known, or not the best, sorry, I wanted to say the biggest and most known yarn club out there. The most people that I know or that I watched are subscribed to Knitcrate. So we're gonna start with what you get. So when you subscribe to Knitcrate, and I'm talking about the Knitcrate membership box, you get every month you will get 2 hanks of 100 grams of yarn. Now the yarn changes each month. They use different fibers, different colors, different yarn weights. So it's a total surprise, but you get 2 hanks of 100 grams each month. So of course, if the yarn weight that they use that month is fingering weight, you will get 400 yards in each one of the hanks, or if it is a chunkier weight, then you might get up to, I don't know, 90 meters in one skein, but you get those 2 skeins of 100 gram each month. And with it, you will get some kind of small extra, which is a surprise every month, and the booklet or the postcard with the links to the patterns, and I will talk about that in a second. Wait, there are some questions in the chat. I am sorry in advance. I will answer the questions when I finish talking about each one of the clubs. So after each club, I will do a short stop and go to the chat to read the questions. And if I missed your questions, just post it again, okay? So this is what you get with Knitcrate. You get the crate or the eco-friendly packaging. This is a new thing. I didn't get it yet. So ever since they switched, I did not get it yet. So I don't know. I don't want to talk about the packaging yet. But you get either the traditional box, which you can see here, with the 2 hanks of yarn, the booklet, the special extra, and the very fancy box. Or you get the eco-friendly packaging with the 2 hanks, the little extra, and a postcard with links to get your patterns. So this is what you get. In addition, you get perks. What are perks? When you subscribe to Knitcrate, you will also be able to access their members only section, where you can purchase more of the yarns that were in the boxes. There are different kind of small items that they offer there, and as a member you get 25% off the store. And every month they also have the double down days, where you get, in addition to the 25% off that you already have, you get another 25% off, or sometimes it's even more depending on the sale that they are having that specific month. So the access to the members only section is one of the perks that you get. You also get access to their Pistachio as some kind of like network where different people who are subscribed to Knitcrate can offer the yarn that they got in different months, or if they are looking for yarn from a specific past crate, they can post an ad there. People exchange crates or buy from one another. This is, I personally did not use it while I was subscribed, but it's something that you get. And in terms of perks, that's pretty much it, but I will talk a little bit more about things that you get on the website when we get to the stopping, skipping, and so forth. But you do get your own section, your own login on the website, where you can go and manage your subscription, obviously, as well as access those special areas which are only for members. What do you pay? So as you can see here, the membership crate, it's $24.99 a month. Shipping is included. So if you're international like me, I live in Europe in case you guys don't know, And if you are an international subscriber, then I think this is pretty much the only club that does not charge extra for shipping. So $24.99 is what's in the box and shipping to wherever you are, which is an unbeatable price in terms of yarn clubs from what I have seen. This is, for this price, $24.99, you will get the new eco-friendly version. I will talk about that in just a second. If you want the traditional packaging, the one that comes in a box, it will be $26.99 a month. Now, a very short word about packaging, because this is subjective. I heard a lot of people are not happy about this, a lot of people are happy about this. Me, personally, I really don't care if the yarn comes in an envelope, if the yarn comes in a box. I really don't care if I get the printed out version of the pattern or if I have to go online to get it, because I do have access to a computer, I do have access to the internet, and I do like to save the world. So I really don't mind. And because I'm international, if I get the eco-friendly packaging, the one that comes in this eco-friendly envelope thing, it gets here faster. I actually get my Knitcrate on the month that I'm supposed to get it. As opposed to the box, which always stops in customs, which makes it get to me about a month later, and that I like less. Okay, now I'm going to talk about stopping your subscription, skipping, or freezing. So Knitcrate is, from what I have seen, the easiest subscription to stop, skip, or freeze. So if in case you want to freeze your subscription, from some reason you don't want to unsubscribe, but you want not to get it for 3 months now. I don't know, any reason there is. You're going on vacation, there's no one to pick up your mail, you don't want to pay for 3 months, you don't have the money, or just, you know, you've seen the previews for the next few months and you don't like them. Freezing your subscription is the click of a button. Skipping is just as easy. You just go to your login, the membership login on the website, and you go to manage your subscription and you skip the next month. And stopping your subscription is exactly the same. You just go to manage your subscription and you unsubscribe. So very easy. You don't have to deal with any customer service on any kind. It's just a click of a button. And so that's I consider it a perk, and when I'll talk about other subscriptions, then maybe you will understand why. But in this case, I find not having to deal with anyone in order to stop the subscription, you just click it and you get a confirmation you have been unsubscribed, and I think it's wonderful. So what did I get? I have been subscribed to Knitcrate since January. I am still subscribed, so I'm still getting it. And I don't, of course, have all the yarn that I got since January, because I did use some of it already and did different things with it. So I will show you some of the yarns that I got. I happen to have the very first yarn that I got. This was in my January crate. Before I talk about the yarn specifically, I just want to say Knitcrate gives you an option to choose a color vibe. So you can get either the Energize Me, which is kind of like warm colors, orange, red, pink, and so on. You can get the Everything Natural, I think it's called, or something like that, Totally Natural. That's like earth tones, beige, brown, green, these kind of colors. And you have the Chill Out, which is most of the time, from what I've seen so far, is in the kind of blues, purples, lilac, magenta colors. This is what's been up until now. And you can also be surprised. So you can also choose Surprise Me, and then they will randomly send you one of the 3 colorways that are available each month. So this was the January crate. This was Knitcrate together with Brooklyn Boy Knits. Was some addition that they did together with him. He designed the patterns and the colorways for that month. Sorry, one second. Yes, Catherine, I have seen it. I will go back to the big screen for showing the yarn. You're right, I should have done it before. So there it is. This is the yarn that I got for January. It was I think the only month so far that the 2 hanks of yarn were different from one another. So there was the top one that you see here, that was what they called the variegated. And then the bottom one that you see here, they called it a semi-solid, which is pretty much just nice way to say it was sort of a fade orange. So you had like the light and dark orange. Those 2 colorways were supposed to be coordinated, and the patterns which were included were combining the 2 of them together. I personally, as you can see, I still did not use them. I did not really like the patterns which were included in that month, and I did not to date find a pattern that I think would be nice to combine both of them in. So I think I will probably end up using each of them for a different project. But that was the January crate. And I also have the February crate here with me. This you probably have already seen. This was the February edition. This was the cooperation between Knitcrate and Glenda from Creative Grandma. And again, I got the Energize Me. I subscribed with the Energize Me, and I think I pretty much stayed with the Energize Me all through until now. I don't think I ever changed to a different one. I love the ones that I get. It was the right color vibe for me. So I've been getting the Energize Me ever since January. But I do look at the preview every month. If you want to be surprised, you don't have to. But I think Knitcrate gives you so many perks in terms of stopping your subscription, skipping a month if you don't like the yarn. I mean, they give you all the options. And if you don't look at the previews and don't skip the month and then get a yarn you don't like, then you cannot blame anyone but yourself. So I look at the preview every single month, and if I don't like the yarn, I skip it. I have skipped 2 months so far this year. It was July and June, I think. May was the one where we got Bare Yarn to Dye. I personally liked it very much. A lot of people did not like it. Some people were annoyed about it. Again, I said Knitcrate gives you the option to skip the month if you don't like it. So look ahead at the preview and skip the month if you don't like it. That's it. So before I go to my personal opinion and who this club is for, I see a lot of questions in the chat. So I'm gonna try to go a little bit back and answer some of the questions. Hi Lori, hi, I just now see that you joined. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the chat while talking. So if I didn't see you when you came in, I'm sorry, but you're all welcome here and thank you for joining. Where are you at and where are each of those located? Okay, that's a good point. So I live in Germany and Knitcrate is based in the US, and from now on I will try to mention each one of the clubs, where is it based. I do know that a lot of these clubs, the ones that are US based, also offer free shipping within the US. I live, as I said, I lived in Germany, so the price for me for most of these clubs was much higher than anyone who lives in the US, and I think it's very important to know, if you don't live in the US, how much you will end up paying for it. Okay. Oh, Catherine, I see you're on it, answering a lot of questions. Thank you for that. Can you go back to big screen? Oh, I saw that in time and I did went back to big screen. Hello, Helen. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Can you switch vibes through the year? Yes, definitely. Every month you can go and switch to whichever vibe you want, which is why I personally look ahead at the preview. They do show you what's going to be in the next month crate, and they show it to you in time so you can still switch before they send it out. So you have until a certain date of the month to change or do whatever you want. Skip if you don't want next month, cancel, and so on. You have a certain date. Until that date, you can do all the edits on your profile that you want, and it's just a click of a button. You simply go to manage my subscription, and if you want a different vibe, you choose a different colorway for that month. If you don't like the Energize Me in the preview, can you switch? Yes. All right. Hi, Gigi. Okay, so my personal opinion on Knitcrate. I'm in kind of a love-hate relationship with Knitcrate at the moment. I do like most of the yarns that I get, and because I do look at the previews, if I see something that I'm not going to like, I just skip it, as I said. But some of the months are just kind of like a kind of deal, and I do have a feeling that there's not a lot of variety in terms of like they promised there should be. So out of 11 months, let's say, because we are now in November and I subscribed in January, so out of these 11 months, I think 80% of the yarns that we got this year were fingering weight yarns of different kinds, different fibers, different colors. There were different kind of patterns, and they do try, I think, to be versatile with the patterns as much as they can. But there is, a limit. They do only send you 2 hanks, and they don't want to make you have to buy more in order to make the patterns that they offer. Although there was 1 month this year where the patterns in the booklet already stated that you're going to need 3 or more hanks in order to make the larger sizes. I personally did not like it, and I think a lot of people like it less when they actually like make you buy more of the yarn, and this is why they try not to do it. So in that term, I kind of like them for not making us buy more yarn. However, it does leave them with a very small amount of possible projects, and out of this they do try to give you as much as they can for your money. So a lot of the yarn was fingering weight yarn, but we did get that yarn from that I showed you from January. That this was the January yarn. This was a worsted weight yarn, and we did get some DK and sport weight. And last month, which I still didn't get, the October one, that was a bulky weight yarn, but that was the only bulky that we had all year. So I do feel like out of 11 months, most of the yarns that I got were fingering weight. I personally have no problem with fingering weight, but I know there are a lot of people who don't like to work with that thin yarn. So this is where I say, okay, I have sort of a love-hate relationship with them. It could be better, but that is with any subscription. So my personal opinion, I kind of like Knitcrate. I like that they give you all these possibilities. I like that I can see ahead of time what I'm going to get and decide if I want to change my vibe, skip the month. If you skip a month, you don't pay for it, if that wasn't clear beforehand when I mentioned it. So if you don't want to buy this month's yarn, you just skip it, and they give you that option. Other clubs don't. Okay, so Knitcrate really gives you a lot for your money, and they are, I think, the cheapest one of the options that I'm going to, maybe there's one that's cheaper out of all the ones that I'm going to talk about today. So that's my personal opinion. I like them. I am still subscribed, so I didn't stop my subscription because I am mostly happy and not unhappy with them. And I think that a lot of the people that I hear complaining about Knitcrate are complaining about things that me personally, they don't bother me. So it's not like I don't understand the complaints, but I don't feel that way. I don't care if I get mine in a box or an envelope. I already mentioned that. And I really, I mean, I don't care if the next month is something I don't like, because I do look at the preview. But people who don't look at the preview and then they get their box and they're not happy with it, and the next month they're not happy with it again, the only thing I can say to these people is this is what the preview is for, okay? And this is what the option to skip a month is for. That's what it's there for. So who is Knitcrate good for? So, as I've said, Knitcrate is good for those who like to get the larger amount of yarn, because a lot of the other Kitalabs that I'm going to talk about, they don't give you as much yarn. Knitcrate gives you 2 hanks of 100 grams each. They give you the patterns, they give you the extras, they give you all these perks on their website. You get a lot of worth for not that much money. I mean, $24.99 a month for all of that, and shipping included in that price. I don't think you can beat that. But it is not for people who like to be surprised, because if you like to be surprised and you don't look at the previews and you get the crate and you don't like the yarn, then you're gonna end up paying month after month after month, and then they will come up with this cool concept like they did with the Let's Dye Our Own Yarn, and you didn't know about it, and you got the yarn, you got bare yarn, you got annoyed. So it's not for the faint-hearted. Do you always have enough yarn to make the suggested patterns? Most of the time, yes, they really try to. Hi Kim, the crafty nomad. Hi, really nice that you're here. Thanks for lurking. Hi Wilma, hi from the Netherlands, welcome. Okay, hello. Hi Tammy, hi, welcome. It's great to have you here. Good afternoon. And Cynthia, hi, hello, welcome. Knitcrate always looks wonderful, but I don't want too many projects in fingering yarns. There. Exactly, that's what I was saying. I think my biggest, how do you say this? Well, I'm not displeased with it. I'm just like, I would love to have more in terms of different yarn weights. I mean, because they do have a lot of different fibers. We did get one yarn this year, which was 100% baby alpaca, which was soft as a dream. Then we got some tencel merino mix, which is amazing. They use tencel in a few of their yarns, and if you are a loyal viewer of my channel, you know that tencel is just the love of my life in terms of yarn. So so whenever they have some kind of yarn that has tencel in it, it's a dream. We did have some 100% cotton in the summer, and now that last bulky one in October. So I mean, they do have a lot of different fibers, but I would wish they also had more different yarn weights and not just different fibers. Maribel, hello, Maribel is hooked. I'm not sure, is that your name or is that just in channel? Let me know how to call you. Give her the thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Lori. Yes, I have 22 people in the chat. I would appreciate if you hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you, Lori. Okay, that was Knitcrate. Before I move on to the next one, does anyone have a specific question about Knitcrate? Thank you, Wilma. Okay, so if anyone has a specific question about Knitcrate, Maribel is your name. Okay, good. So put it in the chat now, and I will grab the next box that I wanted to show you. The next one I'm going to talk about is Darn Good Yarn. And before I talk about Darn Good Yarn, I do want to say, as I have mentioned, all the links in the description box below to all the companies that I'm talking about. Darn Good Yarn is the one company out of all the companies that I'm talking about today which I am affiliated with. That does not mean that I got anything for free from them. I did pay for my subscription in full, and everything else that I bought from them, you will see different unboxings on my channel from Darn Good Yarn, but I paid full price for each of those. My only affiliate with them is my affiliated link that I have, which means if you buy from Darn Good Yarn and you use my link to go to the website, then I will get a small kickoff out of whatever you purchase. Your purchase will be the same. You will not be charged any more than you would normally be charged, but I will get a small kickback out of it. So if you would like to support my channel and you like Darn Good Yarn, then I would greatly appreciate if you will use my affiliated link. But other than that, I have absolutely nothing to do with the company. So as I've said, this subscription box that I'm going to show you and all other boxes that I got from them, I paid full price out of my own money. Good morning from Colorado. Hi Shirley, thank you for joining me. Okay, so Darn Good Yarn. What do you get? Okay, Darn Good Yarn is the one company where you will get your boxes in a special order. So it's not like everyone who got their boxes in January gets the same box in January and you get it. So the boxes are numbered. When you start your subscription, you will get box number 1, which is the one that I have here in my hand. And I decided to show box number 1 because whenever you go on YouTube and search for Darn Good Yarn unboxing, the first one which will come up is tons of unboxings of this specific box. So if I show you what's in here, it's not a surprise, you've probably already seen it. But because of the way the Yarn Club from Darn Good Yarn works, I didn't want to show you any of the other boxes because then it will be a spoiler for you guys. So Darn Good Yarn works in a way where you subscribe, the first box you get is box number 1. Then the next month you will get box number 2, the next month box number 3. So let's say I subscribed in January and I got box number 1, the one I will show you today, in January. In February, I will get box number 2. But if you subscribed in February, you will once again in February get box number 1, this one, the one I got in January. So the boxes are numbered, and it's not like everyone gets the same every month, but everyone gets each box in order. I hope this was clear. If it wasn't, so let me know in the chat and I will try to explain it better. So this is box number 1 of Darn Good Yarn, and I will show it to you in a second when I get to what I got. But first, we're gonna go to the Darn Good Yarn website. So stay with me. And we're going to skip to Darn Good Yarn. This is the Darn Good Yarn website, and we are going up here to subscriptions. And as you can see, Darn Good Yarn has plenty of subscriptions, but we are talking about yarn. So this is the yarn club that I will be talking about. It is $20 per month, not including shipping. So remember, before when I was talking about Knitcrate, I told you the price was with shipping included. That is the only club that has shipping included in the price. Darn Good Yarn is $20 a month, and on top of that comes shipping to wherever you are in the world, and they are based in the US. So I live in Germany, and I had to, of course, add money for shipping, which brought my box to a total of I believe 37 euros a month. I think that comes up to about $41 if I'm not mistaken. I thought for what I got that it was a bit expensive, but we will talk about that when I talk about what I got. So that's the price. What do you get for that price? So every month you get one skein, hank, ball of whatever yarn it is in the box that you're getting. So I will show you in a second what is in box number 1, so you'll get a clearer idea. And you get some kind of extra and patterns to go along with the yarn that you got that month. So we're gonna go to more details here real quick. And it does say discounted shipping on all orders, but that just means that if you are subscribed to one of their yarn clubs, when you shop on their website, you will get discount shippings on other orders which are not your subscriptions. Okay, access to member only dashboard. We're talking about perks now. Okay, I'm sorry, I talked about what you get. You get the yarn, some kind of special extra, and the pattern. And now we're talking about perks. So discounted shipping on all orders which are other orders, not your membership. Access to member only dashboard for exclusive offers. So every once in a while they will have an exclusive offer only for people who are members. Unparalleled customer service. We'll talk about that in a second. Skip a month at any time. So as I've said before about Knitcrate, that you can just skip the month if you don't want to get next month. The thing with Darn Good Yarn is, unlike Knitcrate, you don't know what's going to be in your next month, because they don't work monthly, they work numerally, as I explained, which means if you don't know, if you're about to get box number 3 and you have no way to know what's in box number 3, then you cannot skip it because you're not going to like it. But you may want to skip it because you don't want to pay this month, you can afford it, or for any other reason. As I've said before, skipping a month is very easy. And join a community of members that love yarn. Yeah, well, that you get with any any membership you join. So it's not something that they won't give you something special. So that is the Darn Good Yarn. The perks and what you get. And we did talk about what you pay. It is $20 a month, not including shipping. Okay, what I got. So, as I've said, box number 1, you've probably seen it 1,000 times because of the way it works. So, box number 1 comes with this yarn cake. It's very nice, very colorful, beautiful colors. And it is worsted weight silk roving. You get 50 grams, 75 yards, and that's all the yarn that's in the box. Okay. Then the extra is this set of knitting needles and crochet hook. So you get 1 crochet hook, 5mm, and 1 set of knitting needles, straight knitting needles, also 5mm, which goes together with this yarn weight here. And you get the booklet with the patterns inside. So they give you 1 knitted pattern and 1 crochet pattern, and most of the time they are patterns for the same kind of project. So if it's, for example, a hairband, so you will have a knitted hairband and then a crocheted hairband. So that's what you get in the box. This is box number 1, and you will always get, so when you sign up, this is always what will come in your first box, because as I've said, it is numeral and so on. I was subscribed to Darn Good Yarn, as I've said, for 6 months, and after 6 months I stopped my subscription, and I will talk about it in a second. But this is in terms of what I got. Now, because they mention it in what you get when you subscribe, and they do talk about their customer service, then I'm going to tell you my experience with Darn Good Yarn customer service. it wasn't the best. So they do pride themselves on the fact that you can reply to each of their emails. So even if it comes, because they have, I don't know, 5 different people sending out emails, and they always have their names, like as if you know them personally, which is, again, it's an agenda of a company, and it's okay. But they do pride themselves and say you can reply to each of our emails and get customer service. Well, I replied to one of the emails saying something about my box being delayed, or the shipping number that I had. When I put it in, it did say that box does not exist. We do not know where it is, and I tried to get an answer for that, and it went back and forth for about 2 months before I got some kind of answer which was acceptable, and they ended up sending me the box again. Then after they sent the box again, it took a long time to get here. It finally got here, and then 2 months later I get an email from them saying a box that we sent to you came back to us. Do you want us to ship it to you again? Well, beautiful customer service, but my problem was already solved, but somehow within their wonderful system of customer service, information didn't travel through, and they didn't have it registered that they did actually already send me a new box. So good customer service, yeah. I did get my box eventually. It did take me 2 months to get to the point where they say, we will send you a new one, and I did have another 2 months later a weird email from them, but you know, other than that, it's okay. Another problem I had with them was regarding the shipping costs. As I've already mentioned, they are based in the US. I live here in Germany. Shipping costs were very expensive. They got the $20 worth of yarn subscription box to be almost 40 euros, which is almost double the price, just because of the shipping costs, which is also the main reason why I stopped my subscription. And before I start talking about my personal opinion, I see a lot of chatter in the chat. So if you're asking me questions and I'm not answering them, I'm sorry. At the end of me talking about each one of the yarn clubs, I will go back to the chat and try to read it back and answer questions. If I have not answered your questions, just post it again. And if I didn't see you or say hi, I'm sorry. I'm only reading the chat when I finish talking about the current subscription that I'm talking about. So my personal opinion. My personal opinion is that in order to get the price of the club to be so cheap, so that it will be appealing to people, they had to reduce the amount of things that you actually get in the box. So you only get one hank or ball, or I don't know how to call it, or cake of yarn each month. And it's mostly 50 grams, balls, hanks, cakes of yarn. And I think out of everything I got, 90% of the time it was some kind of recycled silk, mixed silk, just silk, or something like that. Which again, if this is what you like, that's great. For me, it was kind of meh. After getting 6 months of the clubs, I also looked at all the yarns that I got from them and I said, there aren't that many here that I can even put together for a project. So they are more for like very small projects, or maybe if you make the patterns that come in the box, then that's perfect. But if you want to make, if you get the yarn, you get the pattern, and you don't like the pattern, then it's a bit problematic, because you will have a hard time matching it with another yarn to make a larger project. So that is my personal opinion why I stopped my subscription. It ended up being paying a lot of money for a very, very small amount of yarn that I get every month. Who is it good for? I think that it's good for mainly people in the States. I'll tell you why, just because of shipping costs. I think anywhere you ship it out of the US will make the price of the box go very high. And again, in coordinates to how much yarn is in the box and what exactly you get in it, I just think that over $20 plus shipping gets to too much for what's actually in the box. You can go on the Darn Good Yarn website and get beautiful, wonderful yarn. They have amazing stuff on their website. Everything I'm saying is only about their subscription box. And I think that if you go on the website and shop on their website, you will get things which are 1,000 times better than what gets to you in this box. This box is like a, I don't know, like a sample box for you to see, oh, they have nice yarn, they have nice quality, I want to buy more from them. But I wouldn't want to get those 50 grams of yarn every month, which are really for very, very small projects. I would give them that. They do a very good job choosing patterns for the yarn that's in the box, because they do give you projects that you can absolutely make 100% from beginning to end just from what's in the box, so you don't have to go and buy more yarn. Yeah, but that's it. So who is it good for? I think it's good mainly for people who don't have to pay a lot for shipping, which will make the price that much higher. And I think it's good for people who like that kind of fiber, because as I've said, 90% of the fiber that you get is some kind of silk, recycled silk, a mixture of silk and something else, which, you know, just sits well with the darn good yarn kind of agenda. A lot of their stuff are made in India out of sari silk, but again, it's something you need to know when you get that box. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the chat now and see what you guys asked. I saw a lot of chatter, so I'm going to try to catch up. So hello to everyone who joined. And hello and good morning to everyone who joined me late. Lacey said, I get Knitcrate and Darn Good Yarn, and I really like them both. They are such a nice surprise throughout the month. I do just wish they would start coming on time again, but I know that's, yeah, exactly. So all those companies that I'm talking about, they all obviously suffered from everything that's going on in the world right now, major delays in shipping, but that's not the company's fault. So again, when I was talking about Knitcrate before, a lot of people said they're stopping their subscription because they can't get the boxes anymore. They can only get the envelopes and they never get there in time and so on. This is not the company's fault, okay? So yes, I totally get that. Sandy, hi Sandy, hello, so good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Lacey also says Down Good Yarn box is reasonably priced, but everything else is quite high. I was grandfathered in to the lower price. Grandfather? I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that means. I think it was like, oh, okay. Yes, Lacey means before Darn Good Yarn raised their price of the monthly box this year. So it was $10 a month and it is now $20 a month. So I think that's what you mean. So I'm a bit late, no worries. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you guys being here. Hello everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi everyone. Hi, 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 hi. Okay, I'm very happy that you guys are talking with yourselves. Lacey also says, yes, sadly, if they will go up in price, she will unsubscribe. Lori's asking, is Darn Good Yarn considered a non-profit or NGO? Oh, in US, we can deduct donations from tax. Oh, that is a good question. I have no idea, but you can probably find it out on their website or by reaching out to their customer service. On my phone, you're smooth but choppy on my laptop. I'm really sorry. As I've said, this is only the second time I'm going live and I'm using a streaming program, and we did try to get it to work, but it's not 100%. Hi Jill, hello, thank you for joining. Hey everybody. Hi Judy, thank you for joining me. Lacey says they have really good member deals at Christmas time. I think she means Darn Good Yarn. Yes. Tammy says, yeah, basically enough for one sock. Exactly. Jill, you can stay, I'm sorry, but thank you anyway for joining. I really appreciate you being here. Okay, I think I caught up on the chat. If anyone has specific questions about Darn Good Yarn, then you can ask them now. And before I move on, I'm going to mention something. So when this video is finished, when the live stream is done, this live stream will upload as a video on my channel. So when that's done, go back to the video and comment below what I'll say in a second. I will tell you in a second what I want you to comment, and you can comment on it just like any other video. And out of all the comments on the live stream, the next time I do a live stream, I will draw a winner, and the winner will get this little notion pouch from Darn Good Yarn, which is very cute. It has like little flowers on it. It is a zipper pouch, as well as this beautiful hank of yarn. And why do I really like this hank of yarn? Because listen to this. This is banana fiber yarn. Yes, banana fiber. I wish I could convey to you how this feels and smells. It is just, I really love this yarn. So this yarn is a medium worsted weight yarn, and there are 100 grams and 30 yards in this hank that you will get. So you will get this hank of yarn and this beautiful notion pouch. Both of them are from Darn Good Yarn. And if you want to enter this giveaway, then when I'm done, when the live stream is done and the video uploaded as a normal video on my channel, and come back to the video and comment in the comment section. You cannot do it now because we are on live chat, but comment in the comment section and say which one of the clubs that I was talking about today was your favorite. And the next time I do a live stream, I will choose the winner for this beautiful set. So yeah, people are liking it. They say it's pretty. Yeah, I really like it. I'm here to listen to your experience with this subscription. I enjoy your opinion. Thank you, Tammy. People are liking it. Banana fiber. Yeah, that is amazing. It is. It's banana fiber. Again, if you are viewers of my channel, that you know I really love all those fibers that come from nature, like tencel, bamboo, and banana fiber. Now, banana fiber yarn is kind of hard to come by, and Darn Good Yarn is one of the only companies that I have found that sell it regularly on their website. So yeah, definitely try that yarn. Hello, hi to Canada. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. So we finished talking about Darn Good Yarn, and I didn't see anyone with any specific questions about Darn Good Yarn. Is it just named banana fiber? No, it is made out of it is. It's banana fiber. Just like, you know, bamboo is made out of bamboo. It is banana fiber. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is the Leither Collection. So let me just open the website and I will get you guys with me. Okay, so now we're talking about the Leither Collection. Now the Leither Collection is on the higher scale of price, but we will get to that when we talk about price. The first thing I want to talk about is, Leither Collection based in the US, for those of you who asked. What you get. So the Leither Collection is sort of built in a interesting way. Like, you build up your monthly crate the way you want it to be, kind of like booking a low-cost flight, you know. You kind of add in the things that you want to have. So the Leither Collection is pretty much built the same way. When you go to their website, to their subscription, then you can get what they call the Funfetti box, but I will talk about it in a second. But if you look here, it says merino box yarn, so you can choose to just get the yarn every month, and here you get the price for merino box yarn with one skein, so you will get one skein each month. And it tells you here you will get one skein of high quality hand-dyed merino yarn, 2 crochet patterns, video tutorials, and free shipping within the US. So the free shipping within the US you get with anything that you get from Leither, but when you live outside of the US, then shipping comes on top of the price. And so it starts with just one hank of their monthly yarn, and then you can add up, so you can get 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 hanks of the yarn. But if you just want to get a yarn, you can, and that's also not such a bad price. $23 for hank of hand-dyed yarn every month. In the Leither Collection, they have beautiful yarns. However, the thing with Leither Collection is their what they call the Funfetti Deluxe box, and what you get in that box, the Funfetti Deluxe, is you get one skein of you get one handmade crochet hook with Funfetti wood, which are those beautifully hand carved crochet hooks that they have every month. And the hooks themselves are the clover hooks, and then they are designed with these beautiful hand carved wooden handles. I wish I had one of them with me, but since, as I've said, I just finished doing the craft room and some of my stuff are still upstairs, so I don't have the hooks to show you with me. But if you look up the Leither Collection on YouTube, you will find hundreds of videos of people unboxing their boxes and those beautiful crochet hooks. And I think the crochet hooks are the thing of the Leither Collection. That's like their special thing that you get in each one of their boxes. Then you get one skein of high quality hand-dyed merino yarn in the colorway of the month, and you get one stitch marker and 2 crochet patterns, video tutorials, and free shipping within the US. So that is the Funfetti Deluxe box. And then you can get the Funfetti Deluxe box with 2 merino skeins, with 3 merino skeins, maybe 4, 5, or 6 merino skeins. And you can also, as I've said before, just get the yarn without the hook, with up to 6 skeins of the monthly yarn. And if you want, you can also just get the hook, no yarn at all, just get the hook every month, the monthly designed hook. Now what the Leither Collection does, which I personally like, is sorry, I'm gonna go back to me. What they do that I personally really like is they have like a whole theme every month, and they build everything around it. So she will choose a theme, the 2 patterns that she does that month will somehow in some way relate, and the colorway will obviously be a reflection of the theme that she chose. And then you will get stitch markers, which is somehow in some way related to the theme, and the crochet hook, which is the handle is hand carved and beautifully designed in colors and sometimes also in shapes, which somehow have to do with the theme of that month. So the Leither Collection is like a whole experience box. That is what you get. Other than that, perks, you get we'll bring you back here to show you. So other than that, you get video tutorials and access to some sections of the website that is for members, and of course cancellation and so on, and the click off button through your members section. What does it cost? Well, as you have seen before when I showed you the website, it starts from $23 a month for just the yarn. If you get the Funfetti Deluxe box, which is the one with the hook, when you get the yarn and the hook and the patterns and the stitch marker, then it starts from $45 a month. You can subscribe monthly, which means your subscription will renew itself monthly, and you will then pay $45 a month, or you can subscribe and pay a whole year ahead of time, and then if you do that, then it will be a little bit cheaper. I think it's something like maybe $5 less for each month, and then then you pay like $400 and something at once. If you prefer that, that's an option as well. Yeah, so this is on the more expensive side of subscription boxes, and if you go on the Leither website and just shop on their website for yarn or hooks or whatever, you will see that one of their crochet hooks costs about $39, $40, something like that. So the large portion of the price of the box is pretty much the price of the hook. If you get just the yarn, if you choose to get just the yarn, then you don't pay as much. However, I think when you subscribe to the Leither Collection box, you pretty much subscribe to them because of the whole added aspect of the hook and this whole theme every month that they have, because other than that, they don't, I mean, that's their thing. That's a special thing about the Leither Collection. Other than that, it's just hand-dyed yarn. You can get hand-dyed yarn in different colors in many other places as well. So that is what you pay and what you get, and we talked about stopping and skipping all in the push of a button in your members section. And I'm gonna talk about my personal opinion now. Now, I know different people who get the Leither Collection box, and I know that other people have a different opinion than mine, but my personal opinion about the Leither Collection box is that it is obscenely overpriced for people who don't live in the US. So as I've said, you saw, if you get the Funfetti Deluxe box and you pay $47 a month, and then put international shipping on top of that, and take into consideration that she ships in this box that is just a little bigger than the Knitcrate box, and it adds up to over 52 euros per box a month, which is a lot for us European folks. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that the case in Canada is the same, but if there's someone in the chat that is from Canada and subscribed to the Leither Collection in the past, I would love to hear it. But I think it's obscenely expensive if you do not live in the US. Within the US, you get free shipping, which is great, and then, like I said, you pretty much pay for the hook and get the yarn and all the other extras as like side thing. And their hooks are beautiful, but I did hear from certain people who said that they find the hooks not very comfortable to work with and so on. So it is a personal thing. I mean, you have to get the hook one time, work with it, see if those shapes of hooks is something that's comfortable for you, and if not, then it's just a waste of money and it's a shame. So that's something you should look into ahead of time, I think. All right, I'm gonna say, so who is the box good for? I think the Leither Collection is good for, oh wait, before that, I do want to say one more thing in my personal opinion section. The patterns that come in the box, because you only get in the basic box, unless you choose to add on and get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hanks of yarn each month. If you get the basic box with the 1 hank of merino yarn and the hook and the patterns, then the patterns are very limited, again, because she really tries to give you a pattern that will only use that 1 hank of yarn to come in the box, and you wouldn't have to buy more. However, we did have 1 month this year that the yarn that came in the box and it came with a pattern, and the pattern was for a child's hat. And it did say in the booklet that if you want to make the same pattern in adult hat, you will have to buy a second skein of yarn. I found that to be annoying. First of all, because if you are subscribed for a while, you already got used to the fact that the patterns that you get match the amount of yarn that you have. And what if I don't have, I mean, I do have children. What if I am a person who doesn't have a child I want to make this hat for, whatever? I do want to make it for an adult. So it's kind of annoying that the pattern that was given sort of like made you have to buy more yarn if you want to make it a different thing. However, I would say to their advantage that they do have 2 different crochet designs each month. So if you didn't like that hat pattern for a child, you could make the other one. And of course, you can always take the yarn and make something else with it. You don't have to make the patterns that come in the box. But that specifically, to me, was annoying that she's decided to design something like that. But that was 1 month, you know. Who is the box good for? Again, it's good for people who are interested in getting the hooks. Otherwise, I wouldn't pay that much for it. The yarn itself, she does beautiful work dyeing yarn, but you can get hand-dyed yarn, like I said, anywhere. It's always sort of, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like the same style of dyeing. I mean, if you buy a lot of hand-dyed yarn, then maybe you understand what I'm saying. Of course, different colors and different themes that she chooses, which I kind of like the themes that she chose. But you don't see a lot of variety in terms of the yarn itself. It's like you wouldn't suddenly get, I don't know, a different fiber because it's always merino, but you wouldn't suddenly get like different weights of yarn and so on. Okay, I'm gonna look at the chat real quick if there were any questions before I talk about the next one. Hello from New Mexico. Hello, hi, thank you for joining. This yarn is okay, seriously beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, Lacey, I do love the Leither Collection boxes. I just they are way too expensive if you're outside. It's even expensive if you are inside the US, but okay, well, people are talking about that. I can't say no to the hook. Yeah, exactly. Well, if you subscribe to the Leither Collection box, then you subscribe for the hook. Otherwise, like I said, you can get anything else. Hey, Tracy from Crochet Rocks. Hi, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Maribel, thank you for. I'm happy to be able to provide that information. As I've said, this was a year-long project, and the reason I did it was because when I wanted to choose a box for myself, I had a hard time choosing because there wasn't that much information out there. There was no one place where you can get everything. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to convey as much information as possible, as many clubs as possible at once. And hopefully this video will be useful for many people. So if there are any questions about specifically the Leither collections, then just put them in the chat, and if not, then I'm going to move on to the next one. Now, the next one that I want to talk about is Yarnier. And before I talk about Yarnier, I want to hear from you guys if you have heard of or know Yarnier. So while I wait for you guys to answer, sorry, I will explain to you why I'm asking this. I did not know Yarnier. So when I found it and I looked into it to subscribe to it, I saw that it's pretty much all about this lady who is who's the owner of the company. She's called Vicky Howell, or Howell, I'm not sure. And she is like the face of the company, and I'm pretty sure it's not like a one person show, but she is the one putting the club out there. Her face is like on the website. She is the one who, they also have a YouTube channel, and she is the one presenting everything on there, and she designs most of the patterns for the monthly box. And even if she does cooperations, then she always has one knit pattern and one crochet pattern, and then most of the time she ends up designing at least one of the two patterns. So Maribel heard of it but never tried them. Wilma never heard of them. Tammy asked, did you get the hooks and did you like them? Yes, I got them. Yes, I loved them. As I said, I'm really sad I don't have them down here to show you. They are still upstairs in my old filming space. But I really loved the hooks. That was for Leither. Okay, back to Yarnier. So I have the impression that it's definitely not like a one-woman show, but she is definitely the face of the company. And when I went online and tried to find reviews, unboxing and such of this yarn club, all I could find was either her videos where she shows what's going to be on next month's box, or there were 2 videos of people who got the box and unboxed them on their channel, but the videos were for like 5 and 4 years ago. They were like old videos. There was nothing current of anyone who's not her showing that yarn. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how popular this club is. I don't know how many subscribers she has all over the world, so I can't speak to that. But I did write them an email. I wrote them an email and I said, look, I really want to subscribe. However, I'm an international subscriber. The price of the yarn club, I will talk about it in a second, is already on the higher range, and I'm trying to figure out if it's something that is worth me getting. Because I will definitely pay more because of shipping, and I don't want to end up with like a tiny amount of yarn or like patterns I don't like or can't use and so on. So I wrote and I asked, can you direct me to places where I can see reviews of people who got your stuff, on YouTubers, other YouTubers who got your club, someone else who knows about this. And the the response I got was already off-putting, but you know, I said, I'm here for a cause. My cause is to give as much information as possible about as many yarn clubs as possible. So I subscribed. And now, so let's talk about Yarnier. Okay, so this is her. This is the lovely Vicky Howell. She is, as I've said, on all of their stuff. You see her face both here on the website and on the videos. You can see here she has, as I've said, a YouTube channel where she unboxes each month, and here she shows you what's going to be in November's crate. So let's talk about what you get. So I want to go, I'm not sure anymore if I didn't go on the website for a while. Okay. So, what to expect? Generously sized samples of mid-range to high-end yarns. Now, I'm gonna stop reading here for a second and go back and read it again with you. Generously sized samples. What is generously sized samples? It's already a weird way to say you're not getting a lot of yarn. Of mid-range to high-end. So mid-range to high-end yarn, I'm not sure that obviously is talking about the quality of the yarns, but if I'm a new subscriber and I want to subscribe and this doesn't tell me a lot about what kind of fibers she uses, who's she buying, what, okay. Then it says, handpicked by Vicky. So you are subscribing and you need to trust Vicky's taste. Accompanying knitting patterns and fun knitting supplies. And then it says, psst, if you fall in love with a yarn, be sure to support your local yarn store by buying more there. Okay. So I looked into this. The agenda of Yarnier is supporting small businesses. So she does not dye the yarn herself or anything like that. She handpicks it, just as it says, from different suppliers. And those suppliers are most of the time small businesses, small designers, people who hand dye yarn and so on. She supports small businesses by buying from them for her yarn subscription box. So it's really nice that there's this like support small businesses agenda behind this whole club. Also, all the extras which are in the boxes are always different things manufactured by local small businesses, which is again very, very nice. A very nice cause behind it. However, because of the way this club is made, where she goes and buys from different small businesses to pack in her boxes, then of course it puts this yarn club on the higher range of price. So now let's talk about perks. Access to Vicky's private Yarnier Facebook group. So when you subscribe to Yarnier, you get some kind of code or I don't know, some special word that will get you into the Yarnier Facebook group, in which Vicky will share video tutorials, do live Q&As, and encourage for fellow Yarnier community members to knit along with her. Okay, let's say it's a nice perk, it's a nice add-on. It does say stay up to date on industry trends with item personally curated by Vicky from all over the world. As I've said, this woman is it's her company, it's her show, and she handpicks everything that's on the that's in the boxes. Now we're going to talk about what you pay. So month to month, $35. That means if you subscribe and pay monthly, so every month you pay for the next month, then you pay $35 a month. If you do 3 months prepay, meaning you pay once for the next 3 months, then you will pay $103 for 3 months, so you already get a small discount. If you prepay for 6 months, then you will pay $203, and if you pay 12 months prepay plus 1, then you will pay $400 for that kind of subscription. So it all depends on how much you want to pay at once. If you want to pay monthly, then you will pay the $35 a month. Still, as you can see, there is already a price difference. Talking back to Leither for a second, if you remember, the Funfetti Deluxe box, including the hand-carved crochet hook, was $45, and here you get $35, and you get, what did he say? A generously sized sample of yarn. Most of the times it's like a 50 grams deal, from my experience. And so again, yeah, the value for money thing here is not very big. So that was what you pay. Stopping, skipping, and freezing your subscription. I did not come across a skipping option. I also did not come across a freezing option. There is the canceling option, which is a push of a button on the website. That is, of course, considering that you do the month by month. If you prepay for 3 months, then you will get the 3 months. You cannot skip one of them. Okay, before I move on to my personal opinion, I'm going to go back into the chat because I asked you in the beginning if you guys know her, and maybe people answered since then. So I would really love to hear if anyone has anything to say about that. Not heard of it ever. No. Okay, so I don't see anyone that... No, I don't see anyone who says they already know her from before. So people are saying, sounds like commercial yarns to me. Nice Lion brand or something. Didn't grab my... No. She's definitely... all the yarns which were in the boxes are these like hand-dyed yarns from like special fiber studios and stuff like that. Sounds a little like a cause box idea. Yeah, it's like it has an idea behind it. However, for you as a special as a customer, it's I thought it was odd. I mean, what I got in the box, considering the price that I paid. If the idea is to support small businesses, cool. Why would me here in Germany support a... And that is also maybe why she doesn't have that many I don't know, YouTubers reviewing her and so on, because have to be like a special kind of person to pay that much to support small businesses which are not even in your area. Lacey says, I feel like Vicky likes herself more than her customers. It's just weird marketing. Yeah, it is a bit of a weird marketing. Vicky's trying to be Martha Stewart of yarny things. It could be. Yeah, yes, Lori, sort of. I'm just thinking of how much yarn on clearance at Hirschner's I could get for that amount of dollars. But I knew and never had a subscription box. I don't think I will. I appreciate the info though. Yeah, well, as I've said, it's not for anyone. But yeah, you are definitely correct. The price is on the high range. Likes herself more than customers is funny, and I think you're right. Yeah. Again, I don't want to talk about her as a person because I don't know her personally and so on. But a person who puts her name and her face out there like that is, you know, like I said, she designs most of the designs for the box. Her face is the one on the website. Her face is the one on, I mean, even I think her name is Ashley from Leither. She's also like the person behind the box, but you don't see her face everywhere, and it doesn't say like personally designed by Ashley and personally hand dyed by Ashley, and so, you know, like her name's not that much out there, and if it is that much out there, then I expect to recognize it, and I don't. Yeah. Okay, so my personal opinion. So my personal opinion is that it's a bit overpriced. It's a very nice agenda. She even went with those environmental friendly bags for a few months, which I also really liked. But then she switched back to the boxes last month. So I'm not sure if it was, again, it's a kind of agenda thing or a kind of like a world situation we couldn't get our boxes thing. I'm not sure. But I like the way she presents it. I understand wanting to support small businesses. I understand. She always has this little booklet inside the box that says, tells you a little bit about each one of the businesses that contribute to that month's box. But of course, they don't contribute. I mean, they get paid. Yeah. So it's like someone went and shopped in some boutique yarn stores and yarn accessory stores for you. And I personally would prefer to do it myself, especially for, you know, for 50 grams of yarn. It can't be that high end. So who is the box good for? I think this box is for people who know who Vicky Howell is, and maybe live in areas which get somehow supported by her purchases. Other than that, I don't see anything in this box that I didn't see somewhere else and is worth this ridiculous amount of money. One can rather support directly, but then why support overseas? Yeah, exactly. I've never subscribed to a box before, but it should be receiving a gift from myself every month. Still trying to find that right one for me. Exactly. So Charlize, this is exactly what I'm here for, to help you guys find what's the best one for you. I am giving my opinion at the end of each one of the sections, but it is my opinion. If the other things that I said about the club does sound like something that you would like, then by all means, you know. Bella Coco does a similar thing, but I don't get that vibe from her boxes. Lacey, I will talk about her in just a second. I'm getting to her. Those Crochet Society boxes from Bella Coco are crammed full of stuff for a similar price. Yes, exactly. So Lori and Lacey both were talking about Bella Coco's Crochet Society boxes. So since they are the next one on my list, then I am just gonna jump in and talk about Bella Coco boxes. Okay, so Crochet Society. Crochet Society, here you see the wonderful Bella Coco. If you don't know her, she has a wonderful YouTube channel, and she is a wonderful designer. She has her own brand of yarn as well in the boxes. So what do you get? All right. So what you get is okay. So it does say, from just £14.99 per box, get a little bit of crochet luxury delivered directly to your door every month. Pay monthly, that does not interest us. Delivery, okay. What do you get? So what you get each month is a booklet with 3 different crochet patterns. She does have at least 3 every month, which I think is very nice. And of course you get the yarn, and it's a different yarn every month, but I will talk about it in just a second. And you get a whole bunch of extras. Bella Coco has a thing where you get a stitch marker, you get a hook every month, and then you get like a whole bunch of other extras. So there is a lot of extras in the Crochet Society boxes. And okay, and I want to talk a little bit about, well, perks. Again, you get special tutorials, video tutorials from Sarah Jane. Every box include high quality yarn, as we said, a crochet hook, pattern book, and a surprise treat, and it says delivery directly to your door. But you know, in terms of perks, which are like, I don't know, member club, some kind of discount or whatever, there isn't any really, but you know, that's okay. let's talk about what you pay. So she does have down here, which I really love, you can see exactly how much you pay according to where you are in the world and what kind of payment plan you prefer. So for example, if you're in the US and you want to pay by continuous credit, then you can pay either monthly, quarterly, biannual, or annual, and you will of course get a few percentage off the more you pay. So if you pay a larger amount quarterly, you save 5%, and you pay 56.97 pounds every 3 months, and so on. If you are in the US, you will get the prices in dollars, which is very comfortable here to see. You get monthly, you will pay $42.24 per box. That's the standard price. If you are in Australia, you will pay $46.78 per box, Australian dollars. And here is the weird part. If you go to Europe, it still shows you the price in pounds, even though the UK is the only country in Europe that uses pounds. So for me, I still had to convert this to euros, but it comes up to about 25 euros a month per box, which is a relatively good price. Stopping, skipping, or freezing, I did not come across an option to freeze. Skipping is only relevant if you do the monthly payments, but because she has this quarterly and yearly thing, you can't really skip a month. And stopping is very easy. It's just a push of a button on the website. Were there any? Okay, so my personal opinion. Okay, if you know Bella Coco, then you already know what to expect in the boxes that you get from her. She's like this really girly girl kind of girl. The colors of the yarns in the boxes are 90% of the time. Again, I don't want to talk about in a whole because I was only subscribed for 8 months and I got a lot of different things, but 90% of the yarns that you get in the box are either some kind of acrylic or acrylic blend or cotton blend or wool blend, Bella Coco brand, and they are most of the time in pastel colors. Now again, this is a thing of what you like and what you look for in your box. Out of the 8 months that I was subscribed, there was only one time when we got variegated yarn, which was a cake of yarn. It was like a stripy cake. It made stripes. The rest of the times it was just different balls of solids, each time different fiber. Again, very large amount of the time the yarn was a DK yarn in terms of yarn weight. That's like a lightweight 3 to us Americans. Not us Americans, you Americans. So a large amount of the time you got this kind of yarns, these kind of colors, and this kind of yarn weights. The patterns were very versatile. Whenever you had an amigurumi, you had everything you needed in order to make the amigurumi in the box. So you got the feeling, you got the safety eyes and all that kind of stuff. The extras she gives are very nice. She has beautiful stitch markers, and at the beginning of the year we got this nice little thing to hold all of our stitch markers on, and so I have a little collection of her stitch markers, which is very nice. And you get the wonderful rose golden hooks, and again, it's all like really girly stuff. And if you go on YouTube, you will find a huge amount of people unboxing those boxes. This club, the Crochet Society, is European based. She is based in the UK. She does give you like this little pamphlet to do the conversion between UK terms and US terms in terms of crochet. And another thing about the Crochet Society box, it is it's all crochet, so it's not for knitters. I'm sorry. It's like in terms of the patterns, of course. The patterns are all crochet. You get 3 patterns of crochet, and you get everything you need in order to make those patterns in there. Most of the time, you have enough yarn in the box to make more than just one of the projects, of the 3 possible projects. So I think it like 80% of the boxes that I got, you had one big project which will require most of the yarn that comes in the box, and then 2 smaller projects, and if you choose the smaller projects, you can pretty much make both of them out of the yarn that comes in the box. So my personal opinion, I liked them, but I stopped my subscription because it wasn't my thing. I felt like I'm paying for yarn that I can go get in the store. You know, it was just those DK acrylic or wool blends in solid colors, and someone was just choosing the colors for me and giving me a lot of extras together with it. So I thought it was a good idea. It was nice. Her patterns are nice, but it's just like you pay for the experience and not for the yarn itself. I don't know. It was like a monthly project in a box. That's the kind of subscription this is. So it's not like Knitcrate where you get this like high-end luxury yarn, or you know, all the other ones that we talked about now, which are like hand-dyed hanks of yarn of all kinds of like, I don't know, tencel, bamboo, silk, alpaca blends. But it's the kind of yarn that you can pretty much go and get at the store. So you don't subscribe to this club for the yarn. You subscribe for the project in the box kind of thing, and all the extras. The people love the extras in her boxes. So yeah. So who is it for? It's for people who like this experience of like getting once a month this Bella Coco in a box to their house. That's what it is. And again, it's not to say her boxes are amazing. Her extras are amazing. They always make you smile when you open them, because of, you know, the feel of the box. However, the yarn itself in the box is not all that much, which also is why you know, it's reasonably priced. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the chat and see what people were saying. Charlize, what would be the most affordable worth one? That's the question for the end. I'm sorry. This is really helpful information. Thank you. Gladly. This is what I'm here. I was really hoping that people will find this video helpful. What percentage of the Crochet Society is pink? A large percentage. I love looking at those Crochet Society boxes on Summer's channel, but it doesn't really fit my vibe either. Yeah, you see, I mean, people open them, they have this smile and say, oh, this is so cute. This is exactly what I felt every time I open one of those boxes. of like, oh, this is so cute. This is so... But I mean, but you're... How do you explain what I just did with my hands? I wanted her box, but decided against it because I wanted it mostly for the extras. Exactly, Lacey. It's a little too high for a hooked and extra, but it's a nice box. Reggie, did you get the huge box you sent? Yes, it was called the booster box. Yes, I did. But again, this was like a one-off thing, and I didn't really see the point of it other than the whole quarantine thing. It was like a, I don't know, like a make you feel good at quarantine kind of thing. It did, but yeah, it was a one-off thing. I like all the extras, but I would not buy it for the yarn. So I agree there. Plus, if I were to buy a box, I would want it to be something I could get. Exactly. I mean, I could go to the store and get those yarns. I'm a newbie and a bargain crocheter, so I have a really hard time spending these dollars. Yeah, exactly, Lori. I mean, I'm not a newbie, and but I still, like, you know, see behind me, I buy hobby yarn, so I do pay for expensive yarn. I mean, in terms of mass production companies, hobby is on the higher scale of things. You know, they cost more than a Lion brand and I don't know, Red Heart or whatever. But I wouldn't pay that much for Karen Simply Soft. I'm in South Africa and it is just way out of my budget. Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's the exchange rates. In terms of what I would pay, I think it's a reasonable price for someone who's European, but when you get the box, you have this beautiful smile on your face because it's so girly. It's like a ray of sunshine in your face, like a rainbows and unicorns jumping out of it. But then you open the box, you get the stuff out of it, you put the stitch markers nicely where you put your stitch markers and your hooks where you put your hooks, and then you take your yarn, you put it in your I don't know, your yarn cupboard or on your shelf, and then it's just yarn, some kind of acrylic blend in a solid color that you know, you could get anywhere. Hi Barb, hi, thanks for joining me. Barb is Whisper Crochet, if you don't know her, hello. Okay, Tracy says, I am from the UK and I won't buy it. Exactly, see, you see what I mean. So, Crochet Society, I think it's, who is it for? It's for people who want to get project in a box and like the experience behind it. I can get all those extra myself on Amazon. Exactly, you know, but you know, some people like this, like Bella Coco in my living room kind of thing. Okay, so if there are any more questions specifically about Crochet Society, then just leave them in the chat, and I'm going to move on to talk about Crochet Surprise. And we spoke about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the club, so we are halfway through. Oh my god, I've been here for almost 2 hours. Okay, let's talk about Crochet Surprise. So, Crochet Surprise, let me just open the website real quick and take you there. And once again, let me just remind you that the links to all these websites are in the description box below this video. And if you just joined in, please hit the like button. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I will highly appreciate it if you consider subscribing. So this is the website of Crochet Surprise. If you go on the website for the first time, then you will get this spin the wheel thing where you can put in your email address and then you press on it and it will send you a code for something. So you can get like a free hook set, free yarn bag, save 20% off whatever you buy. But then there's always like these, you know, next time and no prize. So you're not guaranteed to get something, but you know, if you're new to the website, spin the wheel. And I did it when I subscribed and I got my first box 10% off. So it's nice to try. Okay, so Crochet Surprise. What do you get? Crochet Surprise is another project in a box kind of box. What you get are yarns which are mass product yarns, big box yarns, some examples to yarns that we got during the year. We got the Kaboo from Lion brand. We got Scarfy yarns. We got patterns. There was 1 month with 3 balls of yarns from patterns. So you get the point. It's like mass production yarns with a crochet. It is called Crochet Surprise, so it is a box for crocheters. So you get a crochet pattern to go with that month's yarn. It is one pattern, and you get tea, which I thought was really nice. Every month you get like the tea of the month, and so it's like a crochet experience in a box, and you can see it here, and you get everything that you need in order to complete your project. So if it's something that requires buttons, you'll get buttons. If it's an amigurumi, you'll get all the stuffing and the safety eyes and everything. And it does say here, as you can see, get a brand new crochet project delivered to your door each month. And that's exactly what it is. And what I wanted to do is, because I got the Crochet Surprise box for 3 months, and I will explain in a second why I stopped my subscription. But I do want to show you past boxes, because I don't have mine anymore. I use them to give away in giveaways. So for example, you can see here a box from March 2017, which was this bunny amigurumi, and you get the pattern, and you get a bag with everything you need in order to make the bunny, and you get 2 balls of this patterns yarn, and you got the tea of the month here. I'm sorry, I'm only now seeing that my picture may have okay, now you can see it. So you can see here everything that was in this specific month's box. So like I said, you get a project in a box from beginning to end, everything you need in order to make that project. And what I feel is that, again, it only pays if you're not an international subscriber. I would not pay this amount for getting patterns yarn or for getting Kaboo. But you do get more yarn in the box than you need in order to make the project. For example, we had oh, people are saying that I'm buffering. Is it still buffering? Oh no. Is it still buffering? Oh no. Can someone please tell me if the stream is back, or can you still hear me? Can you still see me? Is the connection still buffering, or am I fine now? Please let me know in the chat before I sit here and talk to myself. And I'm really, really sorry for it buffering like this. Okay, I will okay. I hope that at some point this will you reloaded the page and it is working. So so you see me. Can you can someone who reloaded the page please let me know if you can see me now? Okay. Audio works and the video. Okay. Right, guys, I'm really sorry about this, and I seriously hope that it somehow fixes itself. Okay, I'm going to then stop here. I still have well, we spoke about 6 out of